What a story. What a story, y'all. Obviously, I have several stories, several sources here. This is coming straight from Say Cheese TV. Yellow Beezy has been officially charged with capital murder in connection to the 2020 death of fellow artist Mo3. It's right there, black and white. What else can you say, man? That's crazy. Wow. Let's keep going. Yellow Beezy has been arrested on capital murder charges, reportedly hired gunman in the fatal 2020 shooting of Mo3. This is straight from the Neighborhood Talk. Y'all make sure to follow them, just like we are, right? Y'all make sure to follow them. We live right now, so this is how we doing it on this show. This show is gonna be a little bit different. We really here to talk. I'm really here to talk with y'all. Like, I'm really here to learn. I want to know how y'all feel about stuff. At the same time, like, this stuff is wild. I didn't necessarily come prepared to give a bunch of opinions on this. I do feel that I'm going to speak on it, right? But for the most part, I'm really here to just put the word out here, man. Let people know what's going on. And, straight out of Dallas, Texas, this us, Word on the Street with Judah. So that's the reason why this is the lead story tonight. It directly affects us. It directly affects us here in Dallas. I know people are fans of Mo3. I know people are fans of Yellow Beezy. I know people are cut for both of them cats, you know what I'm saying? So I understand the dynamics of this, and we right here in Dallas, so like I said, according to the Neighborhood Talk, Yellow Beezy has been arrested and hit with a capital murder charge in connection to the tragic death of fellow rapper Mo3. According to explosive new details, Beezy is accused of hiring Keywan White to carry out the fatal shooting of Mo3 in broad daylight on intersection 35 in November 2020. Y'all remember that? 5 years ago, man. 5 years ago. Well, almost 5 years ago. It's almost been 5 years. At the end of the year, in November, that's when that happened. And I remember that because it was around my birthday. And I thought it was, very tragic myself. I thought that was very tragic. Just to see that brother go down like that. Everything that happened like that. It wasn't, I know nobody expected to go down like that. It wasn't supposed to go down like that, It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Nobody wanted to see that happen. Nobody wanted to see that go down like that. People did not like that. It left a bad taste in people's mouth. It almost separated Dallas. Salute to us for not being divided on this. I hope we continue to not be divided on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went through our little thing or whatever, but people quickly got it together. So salute to our city, man. That stuff almost brought our city down. So salute to us, Like I said, that's straight from the Neighborhood Talk. Y'all make sure y'all follow them. And straight out of 730 Radio, right? And I'm gonna let y'all listen to this
type of situation. You want to tread carefully because you never know what the hell is going on. But yeah, they just picked him up. This was stamped 2 days ago, but they just picked him up today. They did this quiet though, and this is when everybody was looking at the Big U situation. Now this comes. So who knows what they're seeking, and we're gonna find out in a few minutes. We're going to find out what they're seeking, if they're seeking a death penalty or not, in a few minutes. Because I'm telling you, they're going to come out and have a press conference. That press conference is getting ready to come out probably in a few minutes. Marquise Conway, hereinafter called defendant on or about the 11th day of November 2020 in the county of Dallas, state of Texas, did and there intentionally and knowingly caused the death of Melvin Noble, an individual hereinafter called deceased by employing Keywan Wright. They have now charged Yellow Beezy. They're saying in this paperwork right here, they're alleging that Yellow Beezy had a murder for hire. He basically hired man's name that y'all see on the screen, Keywan Wright, the guy that you guys saw in that video. They're saying that he hired that man to murder Mo3.
If you were involved in the streets, right, you probably had a clue about what was going on. If you didn't, then you didn't know. Like I said, Word on the Street with Judah. We're here reporting on Yellow Beezy has been arrested for the death of Mo3. Y'all, we'll be right back, okay? Y'all hold in there. Chairman, before we get up out of here, there's one last thing I want to ask you. I just kind of want to bring it to your attention and to the world's attention also. There's an awakening going on in the world with us as black people, and especially with our knowledge.
This type of situation, you want to tread carefully because you never know what the hell is going on. But yeah, they just picked him up. This was stamped 2 days ago, but they just picked him up today. They did this quiet though, and this is when everybody was looking at the Big U situation. Now this comes. So who knows what they're seeking, and we're gonna find out in a few minutes. We're gonna find out what they're seeking, if they're seeking a death penalty or not, in a few minutes. Because I'm telling you, they're gonna come out and have a press conference. That press conference is getting ready to come out probably in a few minutes. Marquise Conway, hereinafter called defendant on or about the 11th day of November 2020 in the county of Dallas, state of Texas, did and there intentionally and knowingly caused the death of Melvin Noble, an individual.
Easy has been officially charged with capital murder in connection to the 2020 death of fellow artist Mo 3, right? That's rough, man. That's rough. You know, we here at Word on the Street with Judah, one of our missions is to stop the 1 in 6. 1 in 6. What is 1 in 6? 1 in 6 of every Texas prisoner comes from Oak Cliff, Pleasant Grove, and South Dallas. And this is how. This is why. Right here. This is it. This is what it looks like. This is how brothers get caught up. This is how statistics get created. You know? This is how they keep us down. This is how they keep us out. Our decisions, giving them ammunition to charge us with, true or not. You know what I'm saying? It's a rough situation. I don't know what's what. We won't know until the court date. We'll all know together, probably, most likely. But for the most part, you know, two great artists are not creating art right now. You know, one's life is over and one is fighting for his life. And who knows what implications, how far reaching this may be. Who knows how far this may go. So, comment below. Tell us how you feel. You know, it's been almost 5 years since the murder of Mo 3. You know, and yeah, it shook the nation, shook the country, but most importantly, it shook this city. It did. It affected a lot of people. So, y'all, let me know how you feel. Make sure you liking and following Word on the Street with Judah, right? Make sure you sharing this, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna talk about the Big U situation. I'll be right back, you guys. We'll be right back. When we come back, we're gonna talk about the Big U situation. Chairman, before we get up out of here, there's one last thing I want to ask you. I just kind of want to bring it to your attention and to the world's attention also. There's an awakening going on in the world with us as black people, and especially with our knowledge and with us tapping into our legacy. With that being said, in Dallas, which is where I'm from, 1 in 6 of every Texas prisoner comes from Oak Cliff, Pleasant Grove, and South Dallas. Those are three. All right. Welcome back. Let's get right into it.
Shit is all bull crap. I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all to... I don't even know what to say.
Rolling 60s Crips, Big U turns himself in, denies committing crime.
My family, come back, sit in here and write and do what I need to do until I can come back home. People are supposed to help me. I hope you help me. You can't, you don't worry about it. A lot of stuff y'all hearing is straight trash. And I appreciate the love and I appreciate people who've been helping me. I don't know. It's hard helping black people and not being hunted for doing it.
First Street, it might be to, I don't know if it's to the right or the left.
Reach out to anybody who can help me, y'all.
You hear me?
Help my own family. This is my last video before I turn myself in. I'm with my family. talk to my sons. I talk to everybody.
So you gonna turn yourself in, yeah?
Gonna deal with this fight, see what it is. I just want y'all to know, all this stuff is quagmire. Shit is all bullcrap. I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all to... I don't even know what to say. I'm 21 years, I elevated my family, come back, sit in here and write and do what I need to do until I can come back home. People are supposed to help me, I hope you help me. If you can't, you don't worry about it. A lot of stuff y'all hearing is straight trash.
Straight from the man,
love.
Big U himself, right? So what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Operation Drawdown arrested members of Rolling 60s in Los Angeles, y'all. Okay? And that's what happened with Big U. That's what's going on right now, right? Like, it's real out there. Trap House. Follow Trap House. Shaq has been getting extorted for decades by the Rolling 60s after being confronted and pressed in the back room of a nightclub in the 90s. Allegedly. We don't know. Yo, Shaq. Yo, man, you gotta let somebody know, man. Is that real? What's going on? Is this straight from Shaq? Like, how we know that? I'm gonna read here from what Trap House says, right? Trap House says Los Angeles, the United States Attorney's Office on Wednesday announced it had charged several members of the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips street gang with racketeering, extortion, human trafficking, fraud, and they got the X right there. We all know what that means. You know what I'm saying? You all know what that means. The complaint alleges Eugene Henley Jr., 58, known as Big U, of violating the Racketeering, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO. Also known are Sylvester Robinson, 59, known as Vay, Mark Martin, 50, known as Bear Claw. Officials charged a total of 10 Rolling 60s members with two others who are currently considered fugitives. These individuals allegedly operated a mafia-like organization that utilized Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Rolling 60s and other street gangs to intimidate businesses and individuals in Los Angeles. In one such instance, officials accused Henley of murking an aspiring musician. Henley had paid for that individual to travel to Las Vegas, where they recorded a defamatory song about Henley. Henley allegedly marked that individual in the head and left the body in the ditch. Henley also allegedly submitted a fraudulent application for a pandemic relief loan in which he claimed his production company, Unique Music, made $200,000 profit despite actually operating at a $5,000 loss. This should have disqualified him from aid, officials said. He faces a potential life sentence in prison if convicted. The allegations in the complaint, unsealed today, reveal a criminal enterprise that engaged in extortion, human trafficking, and fraud, all led by a supposed anti-gang activist and purported music entrepreneur who was nothing more than a violent street criminal, acting United States Attorney Joseph McNeely said. Eliminating gangs and organized crime is the Department of Justice top priority. Today's charges and arrests target the leadership of this criminal outfit and will make the neighborhoods of Los Angeles safer. They say. That's what they say. But yeah. Anyways, allegedly that's what happened, man. Big U has been arrested. He turned himself in. Charged with RICO, man. He charged with RICO. Still going from Trap House, right? CW1 told authorities about a large buy-in dice game in LA in June 2019. The game involved a professional boxer, identified only as AB, Adrian Broner. If y'all didn't know, that's Adrian Broner. He's been also named in this, not as a victim. You know what I'm saying? AB's associates and several prominent NBA players. According to CW1, AB and his associates fixed the game, cheating the NBA players out of millions of dollars using teased dice. Trick dice, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be careful playing them dice games out there. Dice games is, y'all know how that go, man. I ain't even gonna speak on it. After the game, Russo wrote, Henley directed associates to rough up AB, who had not checked in with Henley, and to get the money back from him on behalf of the cheated NBA players. Multiple members of the Rolling 60s allegedly arrived and were used to press AB. According to the complaint, CW1 knew of other times in which NBA players or celebrities would need to get approval in advance from Henley to ensure their safety at events such as parties, games, or advertising shoots. CW1 said the celebrities would have to pay Henley for protection and approval or face retaliation from the Big U enterprise. So, I'll let when you fly to LA, check in, all that check in stuff, that check in, and stay safe, right? Yeah, man. That's coming back to bite dudes. In a monitored meeting between Henley and someone identified only as Victim 1, Henley recounted that he got into it with AB after AB cheated a current NBA All-Star out of $1.5 million and a former NBA All-Star out of $5 million. Henley also talked about charging the players $100,000 to get their money back. So, robbers put Victim 1 on the phone with Henley, who invited Victim 1 to Henley's home. According to Victim 1, when Victim 1 arrived at Henley's Arlington premises, Robinson Williams and other robbers were there, as were the proceeds of the robbery. Inside, Henley told Victim 1, "That's how you rob yourself." Henley then demanded $10,000 from Victim 1 to ensure other robberies did not occur. Henley also directed Victim 1 to identify other businesses or dispensaries that would be similarly robbed and assured Victim 1 that the Big U enterprise would compensate him for identifying any robberies. Henley then provides a portion of the robbery proceeds back to Victim 1. So they robbing people and paying people off, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Williams later admitted to this robbery and the aftermath on the podcast, on the No Jumper podcast. So No Jumper has now been named in this, you know what I'm saying? After stating that Williams was Henley's right-hand man, Williams explained, so basically, he'll manipulate things. We'll go and do something, and then the same we do it to show up to the house like 10 minutes later as we trying to count everything. And we'd be like, the fuck? Williams then said that Henley would state, well, we're just going to give like $40,000. That's what's happening in the world. Like, if you're not paying attention, people getting locked down. People getting locked up. It's bad out here in these streets, man. It's bad out here. Y'all got to make sure you're not getting caught up in these things, right? You got to make sure you're not getting caught up in this stuff. You got to make sure you're not a part of this stuff. Right? Man, you got to look out for yourself, man. That's the word on the street, man. That's the word, man. You got to look out for yourself, man. You got to make sure you're not getting caught up in this stuff, man. Hey, you already seen it happen to Suge. They wasn't finna let. Let's get to this, man. Let's stay with it.
I'm Joe McNally, the acting United States Attorney here in Los Angeles. Today, we're here to announce federal criminal charges against Eugene Henley Jr., a career criminal known as Big U, who used his contacts and leadership role in the Crips criminal street gang, the entertainment industry, and a youth charity to further his own criminal enterprise, an enterprise engaged in murder, extortion, robbery, human trafficking, COVID fraud, and other felonies. Mr. Henley and several other individuals linked to him and his criminal enterprise were charged in a criminal complaint with federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive, and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement. Other individuals linked to his criminal enterprise were arrested today, approximately 10 defendants who are charged in various indictments. Again, Mr. Henley is a fugitive. 4 defendants are in state custody and will be transferred into federal custody, and we are still seeking Mr. Henley and another fugitive. The Department of Justice's top priority is eliminating violent crime caused by criminal street gangs and organized crime. These organizations cause a tremendous amount of harm in our communities, and today's arrests are part of our office's efforts, FBI, IRS, LAPD, the team you see up here, to make our communities safer and rid our streets of these criminal street gangs, including ones operated by violent felons like Mr. Henley, who are posing as savvy businessmen and community leaders, but in the end are violent criminals. The affidavit filed with the criminal complaint alleges that Mr. Henley operated Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization that utilized Mr. Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Crips criminal street gang and other gangs here in Los Angeles to intimidate businesses and individuals in our communities. I want to stress that the allegations here in the complaint are allegations only, and the defendants are presumed innocent until proven otherwise. Let me talk a little bit about Mr. Henley and the street gang here. As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the early 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts, all things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur, running a music label, and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity, developing options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway. He then attempted to evade and obstruct the investigation into the murder, including ordering witnesses not to speak with law enforcement. Henley's criminal enterprise also engaged in other crimes, including transporting prostitutes across state lines, extorting strip clubs, marijuana dispensaries, and other businesses, and fraudulently applying for COVID loans in the form of a business relief loan. On that application, Mr. Henley falsely stated that his music label, Unique Music, operated at a $200,000 profit in 2019 and was entitled to government assistance, despite the reality that the company had operated at a loss and was ineligible for such relief. Finally, Mr. Henley is accused of embezzling donations made by celebrities, professional athletes, and businesses to his charity, Developing Options, which, as I said, purports to give South LA at-risk youth alternatives to gang violence, drugs, and other criminal activity. Henley used this charity as a front. He used it to conceal his fraudulent activities, his criminal enterprises activities, and evade detection from law enforcement. If convicted on the racketeering conspiracy, he and his co-conspirators face approximately a 20-year.
From Hip Hop Focus TV, y'all make sure y'all following Hip Hop Focus TV, right? Word on the street with Judah, we will name our sources, right? We let y'all know who we follow, so you can follow them too. This is where we getting the word from, right? Word on the street, right? The streets are digital now. The streets are on the internet now. That's where it is. These internet streets. What you doing in these internet streets? That's what's going on. So that's where we are. That's where we are today. We right here in these internet streets, and we are finding out about Brick Baby and Loose Cannon arrested, Big U a fugitive after LA gang bust Operation Drawdown. That's crazy, man. That's wild, man. And it's back to back. So you know it's an agenda. You know it's an agenda, like, but they been coming for you artists, right? They been coming for you artists, you musical artists, man. They been coming for y'all, man. They been coming for y'all. They want everything you got. They want everything you got. I don't know how the game work. I don't know what's the what's. I don't know what's the ins and outs. I don't know who hurting who. I don't know what. You know, we find everything out together. You know, we see it in court. We find everything out together. But I will say this. Brothers who out here trying to make a way. Bro, if you gotta resort to crime and murder to get your way, man, that ain't the way, man. That's all I know. That ain't the way. You know what I'm saying? That's the word on the street, man. That ain't the way, man. I don't know. You gotta find a better way, man, because you never get rest. And then you end up arrested. And then you end up fighting for your life, man. And unless you in a situation like, ASAP, Rocky, you know what I'm talking about? Unless you're in a situation like that, most of us not getting off, man. Most of us, we're not getting off. Y'all know that. That's crazy, man. I'm praying for the brothers. I'm praying for everybody. I'm praying for all the victims, for sure. Word on the street with Judah. Y'all know what it is. Make sure to like and share this. And we'll be right.
Before we get up out of here,
there's one last thing I want to ask you. I just kind of want to bring it to your attention and to the world's attention also. There's an awakening going on in the world with us as black people, and especially with our knowledge and with us tapping into our legacy. With that being said, in Dallas, which is where I'm from, 1 in 6 of every Texas prisoner comes from Oak Cliff, Pleasant Grove, and South Dallas. Those are three.
All
right,
what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Word on the Street with Judah. Man, what a day. Look at everything that's been going on with the people, right? What's going on in the neighborhoods? Y'all already know. According to Trap House, Operation Drawdown arrested members of Rolling 60s in Los Angeles. This to recap, y'all. You know what I'm saying? According to Hip Hop Focus TV, Rolling 60s Crip Big U turns himself in, denies committing crimes. Please go and follow these links that I'm giving y'all. Hip Hop Focus TV says that Big U, Loose Cannon, and other Rolling 60s were arrested on RICO charges. Big U was listed as a fugitive, but we did look at the video of him going to go turn himself in with his family. So, you know what I'm saying? That's going down. Yellow Beezy, Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Say Cheese TV. Yellow Beezy has been officially charged with capital murder in connection to the 2020 death of fellow artist Mo 3. Mo 3 was on the hot ride, y'all know that. He's fit to be the biggest thing. Biggest thing out, period. Like, the dude was it, man. Super talented. He had all the hits, man. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, it's a sad thing because when it happened, it made a real stink on the Dallas music scene. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna affect a lot more people here to come. We're gonna keep up with that. Definitely gonna keep up with it. Let y'all know what's going on. But yeah, that happened too. And also, according to the Neighborhood Talk, Yellow Beezy was arrested on capital murder charges, reportedly hiring gunmen in the fatal 2020 shooting of Mo 3. And as you all know, 730 Radio, go and follow them, reminded us that, you know, happened in broad daylight. It did happen in broad daylight. That happened in broad daylight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And just to be honest, it's really messed up. But that's why we do what we do. That's why we do what we do. Here at Word on the Street with Judah, we believe that it's up to us to tell our stories. It's up to us to make sure that there is a light going on the positive things going on in the community, that there is a light on the positive things going on in the world, that there is somebody out there reaching out to the kids. I'm trying to show them different ways to be great, manifest and make great things, and trying to get people away from this. Like I said before, 1 in 6 of every Texas prisoner comes from Oak Cliff, Pleasant Grove, and South Dallas. So our mission here is to save them, right? We have to save our people. And how do you do that? By setting an example. That's the best way. The best way is to set an example. You set an example, man. You set a great example, and you show kids another way out. That way they don't have to resort to looking to be hired so that they could commit crimes, murderous crimes, to get paid. You know, we have a lot of things going on in our communities that we have to deal with. You know, in Fort Worth, Texas, you know, a brother lost his life with his daughter. Also, music. But it wasn't music related. But he was an artist. You know what I'm saying? And so, what's going on with our artists? What's going on with our artists? Dallas officials, Dallas Fort Worth officials. We have and you have a responsibility to figure out how to protect our artists. That's your responsibility. You need to figure out how to protect our artists. You're getting awards, right? Dallas art scene is just named #1 in the nation. So we are creating the artists. We're the #1 nation in creating the artists. It's time to start protecting them. You have to protect them. You can't let a big U rise up here in Dallas. And also, on that situation, allegedly, with Big U, he's going to have to face his own time and do his own thing. So
We'll see what's going on with that. All of us will find out together. We'll keep track on that. But for the most part, y'all, listen. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Okay? Go home. Go find somebody to lay up with, man. Go lay up, man. Go do something, man. Treat it like COVID again, man. Treat it like COVID again, man. Learn to get back to yourself. Learn to find your inner self. Learn to get back to yourself and learn to get away from everything that's going on out here. Because what's going on out here, it ain't good for nobody, fam. I'm going to tell you that straight up. What's going on out here, that's not good for nobody. You might as well go ahead and do what you need to do to find a way out. Because you don't want to be offered this. You don't want to be caught up in this. Innocent and guilty, these people have to fight for their lives now, you know. And like I said, more people are going to be affected. So we'll see. We'll keep track. We'll look at it. Until then, it's been Word on the Street with Judah. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, follow, all the good things. Comment.